Yes, now ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Thomas Reactions YouTube channel. This is definitely my first time shooting this video. So obviously, it's August 5th, which means today's Summerslam. And here's my predictions for Summerslam. I've just dropped a prediction for Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz, which is also happening today. So make sure you go watch that as well. But let's just get straight into it. There's 7 matches on SummerSlam. The first one is the 25-man Battle Royal. Came out of nowhere. We don't see WWE do these battle royals anymore, but I'm glad they're doing it. So they're doing a battle royal. Let's go. They've leaked some of the men that are in the battle royal. They've got Sheamus and the Brawling Brutes, AJ Styles and the OC, LA Knight, Matt Riddle, Shinsuke Nakamura, Karrion Kross, The Miz, Grayson Waller. I think obviously it's a bit obvious who's going to win this one. You know what I mean? They could do 2 things. Do the obvious, have LA Knight win because they've built up LA Knight. There's this hype around LA Knight now, and just give the people what they want and everyone goes home happy and let LA Knight win the Battle Royal. Or the tease and LA Knight win and LA Knight gets close to winning and he's the runner-up and it just builds the suspense for an LA Knight push in the future. So that's my prediction for the 25-man Battle Royal. Either an LA Knight win or LA Knight just gets robbed. But it's about LA Knight, let's be honest. Logan Paul versus Ricochet is the next fight. And this has got a big story, you know what I mean? Logan Paul came to WWE, he's done YouTube, done podcasts, and done drinks, done boxing and everything. But when he came to WWE, I think he made the biggest spark he ever has because he came to WWE. His first match beats the Mysterios at WrestleMania, then beats the Miz at SummerSlam, comes back, fights the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia, main event, and what the fuck. Then obviously comes back in the Rumble, eliminates Seth Rollins as top 4 in the Rumble, final 4. Builds a feud with Seth Rollins, loses to Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, and we haven't seen him since then. But since WrestleMania, there's this feud built between Logan Paul and Ricochet. Now this feud has been built bigger than the rest of Logan Paul's feuds. See, in the Rumble, there was that spot. Logan Paul, Ricochet, each side of the ring, they both springboard, meet in the middle. Bang, amazing moment. There's in the Money in the Bank ladder match, when both men fell off the ladder, they were meant to springboard off the ladder, Spanish fly through 2 tables, and obviously the move was slightly botched, so then obviously they made this into the feud as well. Logan Paul saying, "Oh, Ricochet ruined my night, ruined my moment. I land on my head, cut all down my back." And Ricochet says, "Look, this ain't your business. I know you're about going viral, but let me show you what real moments are." Does his classic flip over the rope stuff and all that. And I think this match is going to be really good because Logan Paul's athletic. He can do a bit of high flying, and if you know Ricochet, he's the greatest high flyer in wrestling history. That man will just run up, standing shooting star press. He used to do 630. I miss when he used to do the 630. That finisher was chef's kiss. 2 rotations. He doesn't do it anymore. He does the stupid fucking shooting star press like he's fucking Evan Bourne. No, you're not. You have the 630. Stick to that. It's original and it's fucking cool, right? So yeah, I hope he uses that. Please do. But my prediction for this is Logan Paul's gonna win because let's be honest, right? Logan Paul hasn't been getting any wins recently, and I think just a Logan Paul win is needed to keep him relevant. In the space of WWE, if he's just coming in as the celebrity guest all the time and just losing, it's just a bit, what's the point? You know what I mean? So that's my prediction for that. The next match is Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey. Now I heard this was MMA rules. If that is true and this is MMA rules, I predict they're probably gonna have Ronda Rousey win because they don't want to ruin Ronda Rousey's legacy in UFC, obviously, which I mean was already ruined. But yeah, I think that if it's MMA rules, they would probably have Ronda Rousey win, and then they'd make more matches in the future. So Shayna Baszler can complete the story of I never stepped out of Ronda Rousey's shadow, and she will put in another match. Whereas if it is just a normal wrestling match, I think Ronda might take it just to, because it's part of the story. She's stepping out of Ronda's shadow. She's shown she's not just a rip-off Ronda Rousey. Alright, next match. Another non-title match. We have the trilogy, the ending. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. They had a feud. Brock Lesnar came out, said he was teaming up with Cody Rhodes against Roman Reigns and one of the Usos or Solo Squad, I don't know. And he turned on him. Why? We don't know. So he turned on him. They made a big feud. They went to Puerto Rico to fight at Backlash, and Cody Rhodes was straight out the gate, fast on him, and snuck a win, rolled him up. That was 1-0 for Cody Rhodes. They built more of a feud going into Night of Champions. Brock Lesnar broke his arm and ended up in the match, utilising that, putting him in the Kimura lock and making him pass out. So it's 1-1. They end it all at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes. I can't wait. This story has a thing. Brock's my boy, and I love to see Brock no matter who it's against. You know what I mean? I love to see Brock just win. But I mean, for sake of the story, for sake of WWE, the win for Brock doesn't mean anything for Brock or for the company. Whereas a win for Cody would be a big story push for Cody and a big thing for the WWE. So I think it's going to be Cody. I would love Brock to win, but I believe it's going to be Cody Rhodes who's going to win that one. Let's be honest, he's going to win the trilogy. They showed that Brock Lesnar is still weak by giving him a win over Cody, but they want obviously Cody to win the feud, so I believe that's what's going to happen. On to the title matches now. We have Gunther defending the Intercontinental Championship against Drew McIntyre. Now, Gunther's had the title a long time now. I believe long enough. He's nearly beaten the Honky Tonk Man, right? But then again, the Usos had the new longest reigning tag team title run. Roman Reigns has had one of the longest reigning title runs we've seen in about 30 years. Austin Theory's having a really long United States title run, so I think it's time for change, right? And Drew McIntyre is the perfect person to take the title off of Gunther. Let's be honest, because Drew McIntyre hasn't had that same spark ever since he lost the WWE Championship to whoever he fucking lost it to. Who did he lose it to? It's probably like Bobby Lashley or someone, wasn't it? But Drew McIntyre lost his second WWE Championship, and he's had no buzz since then. So I think Drew McIntyre winning the Intercontinental Championship will be a nice change for the fans, and everyone will love it. And I think it will just give Drew McIntyre a bit more of a push, and obviously it will give a bit more of a feud for Gunther and an opportunity to experiment with Gunther and put him in other things, and not just in the Intercontinental title picture all the time, because he's been Intercontinental Champion for over a year now. You know what I mean? It's time to pass the torch on. So that's my prediction for that one. Drew McIntyre takes the Intercontinental Championship. The women's match, triple threat match, we have the champion, Asuka, who took the women's belt off of Bianca Belair after Bianca Belair had the title for over a year and broke the record again, another long reigning title reign. Broke the record for longest reigning champion. So Bianca Belair's been fighting for that rematch ever since Night of Champions. Obviously, Bianca Belair having two very long title reigns with the SmackDown Women's Championship and the Raw Women's Championship. Now it's just the Women's Championship. Bianca Belair wants that championship shot back, but she hasn't got it because another woman's been in her way, and that woman is Charlotte Flair. And if you know something about Charlotte Flair, she doesn't give a fuck about other feuds. Charlotte Flair says, nah, put me in the title picture at all times. If she's not in the title picture, she's not coming. Because it seems she goes for 6 months, she comes back in the title picture. But I think this match is a bit too obvious, right? Because you've got three people, very close matchup. How do you pick who's going to win? If Asuka wins, all right, well, you've just made Charlotte Flair lose at SummerSlam. You've made Bianca Belair lose at SummerSlam, and Asuka's still the champion. We've got no results. Bianca Belair wins, oh, great, here we go, another long Bianca Belair reign. You know what I mean? In our first rematch for the title in a triple threat match with Charlotte Flair, she took it back. Weird, right? Charlotte Flair wins. Oh, here we go. Charlotte Flair champion again, 15-time world champion. Woo! We can see you trying to take over your dad's legacy. So that's why I think none of them are going to win. And no, it's not going to be like a no contest and Asuka just runs away with the title. I think it's going to be a cash-in from Io Sky. Io Sky cashes in, takes the title because it's too close for them to pick. No one's picking out of those three who's winning. So I think Io Sky cashes in, takes the title, breaks off from Bayley because Dakota Kai's out with an injury or something. And Bayley's been pulling this thing of, I love Bayley, she's my favourite. Let me just put that out there as a disclaimer, right? But Bayley's been doing this thing of speaking for Io Sky, and over the week she can see through the character of Io that it's been annoying Io. And obviously Io did a thing last night on SmackDown when Io and Bayley were on the Grayson Waller effect. when Bailey spoke for EO, and EO just gave it a bit of a, why are you doing this? You know, it's a bit like a Solo Sikoa and a Paul Heyman going on, you know what I mean? So they've been dropping hints here and there. Plus, when Bailey sent Io Sky to go fight what was supposed to be Shotzi, but it was actually Zelina Vega. So I think Io Sky might take the title out of them three, might break up with Bailey and start a feud with Bailey, and maybe Bailey can take the title back one day. Who knows? So that's my prediction for that. We've got two more matches. We've got the World Heavyweight Championship match with Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Now this one, it's a long 7-year feud, right? The first one, it's SummerSlam, they're putting this in the feud as well. 2016, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins fighting for the inaugural Universal Championship. Finn Balor wins the match, takes Universal Championship, but Seth Rollins has separated Finn Balor's shoulder. Finn Balor has to relinquish the title the next night. Finn Balor never wins that championship back again or another World Championship. Finn Balor adds this on the story when he's already lost to Seth Rollins at Night of Champions in the finals. He lost it, Money in the Bank, trying to fight for the titles. So now, obviously, he wants a 7-year feud. He's trying to beat Seth Rollins for the title, but I don't think it would be wise because they're trying to build this Damian Priest as Money in the Bank, and I think for Damian Priest to cash in on this match, which I don't think should happen, or cash in on Finn Balor as the champion, is not wise because you shouldn't break up Judgment Day because Judgment Day is the greatest thing in WWE right now. Prove me wrong. The Bloodline's broken up. LWO ain't doing the same numbers as Judgment Day, or Say aren't doing the same as Judgment Day. Judgment Day is vital. So I don't think it would be wise to give Finn Balor the title. Plus, to still have the title on Seth Rollins could mean Damian Priest could still chase Seth Rollins for that championship. Because let's be honest, if Balor loses this match, he's lost to Seth Rollins in a World Heavyweight Championship match 3 times. And Damian Priest isn't chasing Roman Reigns for that Money in the Bank briefcase because for Roman Reigns' prestigious reign, Damian Priest is not the one to end it, and he's going to lose that Money in the Bank. And I hate it when they have a Money in the Bank winner and the Money in the Bank winner loses. They've done it enough times for it to be like a thing that's possible, but just stop doing it. So I think Seth Rollins walks away with that win. Now the final match. Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, defends the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship. The one that he's been holding for over 1,000 days, one of the longest reigns we've seen in recent times. His brother JEY Uso, who him and Jimmy turned on them after Roman Reigns started to become controlling and all that, right? So now they're having this big family feud, tribal combat. I assume that means they can have weapons and all this, no rules and all that. But for JEY Uso to take the title off Reigns and end such a prestigious reign, I don't think it's right yet. To end such a prestigious reign, you need a very, very, very prestigious win, and I don't think JEY Uso's the one. Although here is my plot twist. Although Roman Reigns retains, I think whether Reigns has a one-on-one match with Jimmy, which I don't think's happened yet either, they can do that. But at some point, Solo Sikoa will turn on Roman Reigns and join the Usos. And I think Solo Sikoa is the one to dethrone Roman Reigns. Or at least throws a curveball and leaves Roman Reigns vulnerable so then Roman Reigns loses his championship at some point because you can't have Roman Reigns as a champion forever. But you do see little signs of Solo Sikoa maybe not having it, not feeling the vibe anymore and not wanting to be told what to do by Roman Reigns or Paul Heyman. So that's my prediction. I predict Battle Royal, LA Knight. I predict Logan Paul beats Ricochet. If it's MMA, Ronda Rousey beats Shayna Baszler. Cody Rhodes beats Brock Lesnar. Drew McIntyre takes the Intercontinental Championship off Gunther. Io Sky cashes in and wins the Women's Championship. Seth Rollins retains his World Heavyweight Championship and Roman Reigns retains the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, but Solo Sikoa turns on him. So thanks for watching my predictions. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll be back tomorrow with an immediate Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz reaction, and then maybe later on the day or the next day with a SummerSlam 2023 reaction. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.